I will not back down. I will not negotiate. I will not capitulate. Hello there and welcome back. If this is the first time you are watching my channel, we say subscribe. We urge you to subscribe because subscribing gives you access to notifications when subsequent videos are uploaded. And when you get the videos, what do? You share them. That is the only way you can help carry our sensitization messages to every part of the country, including Vomeka and Etudi, because they need to get it and get it right. I open with words from Tchiroma Bakari, the man elected by the people of Cameroon to take the driving seat and manage the affairs of the country. Yet, an illegitimate president and his gang are occupying the ministries and, of course, the presidency illegally. But time has a way of putting an end to everything that has a beginning. Yep. Now, when you listen to those opening lines, I will not back down. I will not negotiate. I will not capitulate. That is a man who is determined to go to the end of the struggle, the end of the battle, the end of the fight. He is a real crusader. And that is why somehow God sent him. Allah is not stupid. Allah knows what he does at all times. And that is how he sent him, because he saw in him a man who is ready to go, ready to hit the road, ready to fight. And that's why his first appointment is a female Ono who is ready to fight, ready to go. These are the kind of people we need in Cameroon. Because for more than 4 decades, a mystic gang, a gang of people without conscience, people who don't care about the rest of the country, have been sucking and sucking and sucking dry the resources, wallowing in affluence, going overseas and spending taxpayers' money. But that time has come when Cameroonians have said, no, we want change. And inshallah, change shall come. That is a fact. Now, those opening lines from Tchiroma Bakari shows determination. But again, I want you to look at the countenance of the man as he was reading the speech. Look at that countenance. He looked sad. He looked pale. And that is the reflection of the message he was giving to the people. That we are going to observe a national day of mourning. We are going to mourn those brave children, those brave women, those brave men who fell in the struggle for change, in the struggle for the liberation of a country that is in an abyss, a bottomless abyss, going down and down and down with no end. And so, you look at the man and you get the message, you know that he means business. He is sad, he is worried for his country, and he is determined to go, determined to rescue his country from that bottomless pit, a pit of economic hardship, a pit of unemployment, a pit of galloping inflation, a pit of cutthroat prices for basic commodities, household commodities, a pit of corruption, embezzlement, nepotism, cronyism, and you can name it. That is why his countenance looked really, really sad. Yes, Isa Tchiroma Bakari is determined to fight, but he cannot fight alone. He has Allah and he has the people. And let me let you understand that as the days go by, more people are joining the struggle. Yes, those who were with the government are joining. You will not understand until the time will come. Like I will always tell you, time has a way of exposing everything. Because there is absolutely nothing that hides under the sun. Again, it's a national day of mourning. One way or the other, each and every one of us, we are going to be visited by death. So you cannot look at the person mourning today and laugh, because you might just be mourning tomorrow. We all have to get together and mourn as a people, because what brings us together is always stronger, bigger, meaningful than what puts us apart. So we cannot allow a gang of a few to put us apart. Let us all observe that day. I know very well that when blood flows in Cameroon, those up there in the cabal, they smile because they need the blood of innocent Cameroonians to continue to maintain themselves in power. Yes, I said it. I said it. Not only the countenance of Isa Tchiroma Bakari. Let us look at Cameroon. It's a country that has been hit by so many disasters. Yeah, so many disasters. Natural as well as man-made. Lake Nyos was never a natural disaster. Lake Nyos was man-made. That is a topic for another day. Lake Nyos was never a natural disaster. You have a right to your opinion, but I tell you, Lake Nyos was never a natural disaster. It was man-made. There was Lake Nyos. People died. Did your president come out to address the nation, to mourn, to sympathize, to empathize with the people? No, he did not. Because he knows. He knows what happened there in Nyos. He knows. Let us take the 2008 killings. 2008, Cameroonians were hungry. Cameroonians wanted a piece of the cake. We are hungry. We poor people, we need our share of the bread. We are hungry. We poor people, we need our share of the cake. I have a wife and 4 children. I need money. So you can imagine, Cameroonians were fed up and they took to the streets. And what happened? The beasts were released from the cage. Go after them. And they shot and killed some. The president didn't come out. The president didn't come out to sympathize, to empathize, to mourn with the bereaved families. He did not. Let us take the La Falaise landslide. There was a landslide that consumed lives, buried people. We saw Professor Maurice Kamto, the opposition leader, the president of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement. He was there, poured libation, talked to our ancestors and begged them that let us not experience this again. Where was our president? Nowhere to be found. He never came out to sympathize. He never came out to empathize. He never came out to mourn with the bereaved families. No, that is your president. That is the kind of man you want to give Cameroon to. That let him manage it again for another 7 years. And do what? Miracle? Hit water out of a rock? Something he has not been able to do for 43 years? Come on! Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel, Asia. Ezekiel people know. They know how dark cloud covered Ezekiel. There was a train incident. It consumed lives. Blood everywhere. Those up there were smiling. You know why? It keeps them in power. While the common man mourns. The president never came out. He never came out to sympathize. He never came out to empathize. He never came out to mourn with the bereaved families. Yes, that is the man you call your president. On the contrary, Tchiroma is calling for a national mourning day, a day of mourning, a national day of mourning, mourning the children who were killed. Why were those people killed? They were killed because election results were thwarted. The victory of the people stolen. And when they got up to tell the world that this is not the man we voted for, what happened to them? Once again, the beasts were released from the cage and they attacked. For how long are we going to experience this? For how long are we going to experience this? So, it is time for the people to tell the world who their legitimate president is. We must observe that national day of mourning for our faithful departed. Everybody must observe that national day of mourning. The elected president of Cameroon has given the instruction. I have told all those propagandists on social media and mainstream media who are for Mr. Biya that let them come, let's talk. Let them bring points, facts, put them on the table. Let's talk. Let's give reasons why we think that the man we are for is better than the man we are against. And let them also give reasons why the man we are against and the man they are for is better than ours. And we will talk. It's not about trying to attack and insult people. It's bringing facts. You guys know it. Why do they run to Europe and other parts of the world for treatment? It's because they know that there you have good medical facilities with quality staff and equipment. Yes, the infrastructures are good. They have the staff and equipment, quality and quantity. Is that what we have in Cameroon? I don't think so. Because if we had that, they will not be running overseas for treatment. Children of their countries are crossing the high seas, the Atlantic Ocean, to get to the other side of the world, to go to neighboring Equatorial Guinea. Why? Because there are jobs there. Are there jobs in Cameroon? No. The only sector that a government that has been in power for more than 43 years is proud of is commercial motorbike riding. Come on. Come on. Tell me the truth. Let us talk about good roads. Do we have them? No. When you buy a vehicle from overseas that is 20 years old, it lands in the country. You take it out and you drive it to your neighborhood. Everybody is looking at it. Wow, it's clean. This is nice. This is brand new. It's not brand new. It's more than 20 years old. It's because the roads are good. So you drive, you don't get to kill the vehicle. But that same vehicle, a year after in Cameroon, oh my goodness, it will produce you beats that can be used for a song and give you an award. Vehicles in Cameroon, they can produce beats. They can produce beats. You know why? Because of the potholes. Let your president come and tell us what he has achieved. And we'll tell him what he took over from his predecessor. We will tell him what he took over from Mr. Biya, from Mr. Ahijo, I beg your pardon. We will tell him what he took over from Mr. Biya. The numerous companies, industries, you name them, institutions that are all dead, thanks to who? Mr. Biya. Yes. I heard Matthias Owonangini saying that since President Paul Biya took Cameroon in 1982, Cameroon is 7 times richer. Really? 7 times richer. And when you came back from France, Matthias Owonangini, you were breathing down the throat of Mr. Biya. You even called him a monarch. You criticized him fiercely. Yet your father, God rest his soul, was a minister of the government. You criticized the government of Mr. Biya. I was even afraid that maybe they will pick you up overnight and finish with you. But thank God that your father was part of the gang. So you survived. Today, you sit on television sets to praise Mr. Biya. So, who is Matthias Owonangini? Which one now are we supposed to believe? The one that came from France and was so badly in need of a position in government, or the one that was later on appointed the vice rector? Which one? Oh, please. Please. You know what? We're done with them. We're done with them. Don't let them fool you or even try to school you. We've got a mind of our own. So go to hell if you think what we're saying isn't right. Because what we're saying is right. And we're waiting. But inshallah, change shall come.